Welcome to another exciting episode of the Neville Goddard podcast. Today we're going to dive into the power of naming and noticing, and this ain't what most people are telling you to do. This is what works. Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for being you. You are important. That's it. Let's dive into the Neville Goddard podcast. We've got a gentle rain in the background. It's 6:48 a.m. on a Sunday, and we've got a tiny bit of traffic in the background. Sometimes in the morning, you can hear the bird song in the background. So I told Ivan on a call the other day, that is not his real name, by the way. I said, Ivan, what I want you to do is I want you to name your fears. I want you to name your bullshit. And he didn't like the thought of that. And he says, won't that give it life? I said, no, naming something will not give it life. What you name, you notice. And so I gave the voices in my head a name, the Itty Bitty Shitty Committee. Ooh. When they show up, I get to go, ooh. I get to have a giggle. There it is. It's the Itty Bitty Shitty Committee. See, I think it's my mom or my dad or the kids that picked on me when I was growing up, or my high school guidance counselor. But in the truth, it's just the Itty Bitty Shitty Committee. What you name, you notice. And what you notice, you can stop and be still. And you can celebrate you. See, I'm not all that interested in you naming your desires. I'm more interested in you experiencing what implies they're already true. See, I name my bullshit the Itty Bitty Shitty Committee. I get to go, oh, there they are. You see, when they show up, I don't go to war against them. I celebrate noticing there's an old friend. That has a positive intention. The Itty Bitty Shitty Committee just wants me to play it safe. They don't want me to get hurt. They don't want me to stretch. The Itty Bitty Shitty Committee wants to keep you in your jail cell. It's safe in your jail cell. I worked in a prison. The safest place is in your jail cell. You're not going to get shanked in there as long as you're locked in. Name your bullshit. Experience what implies your wish is fulfilled. Let's call this one of those tiny little truths that's really worth diving into. Let's call this the path to freedom. Because while everyone else is telling you to ignore, I'm telling you to name. You don't have to overcome the Itty Bitty Shitty Committee. By the way, we all do dumb shit. Your dumb shit might be different than mine. But when you can name your dumb shit, you can notice it faster. And when you can notice it faster, you can celebrate you noticing. And that automatically prunes the vine, so now you can imagine up something lovely. At NevilleGoddardStore.com, we've got a lot of goodies. Find something that works for you if you want to. We appreciate your support of the project. We appreciate you investing in both you and us. Your dreams and your desires matter. And Neville Goddard said to experience what implies your wishes fulfilled. I'm telling you, one of the ways to walk away from the dumb shit's just to name it so you can notice it, so you can celebrate noticing it, and then immediately move into something lovely. Have a lovely day. And thank you for listening to the Neville Goddard podcast. Feel free to like it, share it, leave a comment wherever you find it at. That means heaps to me. See ya. Dive deeper, soar higher. Thanks for listening.